Hi everyone, this is Andrew LaFortune from Legrand Canada. I'm the Eastern Regional Manager and we're here in Moncton, New Brunswick at MEET 2012.
The OFR is an overflow raceway, and the reason we launched it is because traditionally when you wanted to get services in an existing building, you either A, had to trench it, or B, had to put a poke-through in. But a lot of times trenching isn't cost-effective, or poke-throughs, you don't have access to the tenant space below, or for whatever reason you don't have a drop ceiling. So the overflow raceway kind of covers that off. And we've had versions of the OFR on the market, but this is the first one that's actually ADA compliant.
Okay.
So this meets the Disability Act, so it basically states, the rise and run meets the criteria. So it's not a trip hazard. So this is great because you can feed it off the wall, either with conduit. You can come down with the existing. You can come down, with Raceway, DS4000, 4000, 2400. So you can feed it in many different ways. Once you enter the Raceway, it's actually a 4-channel, and most of it's for structural integrity. But this allows you to segregate the channels either with 3 and 1 for either AV and power. And also the screws are tamper resistant, so you can pop this off because you don't want to connectorize an end to, say, a VGA cable or an HDMI. Right. So it allows you to lay the cables right in the Raceway. And then the way you get services to your location, so say you're doing a new smart, and again it comes in a 2 and a 4 gang, so you can enter that 4 box and then continue on. Other applications, audio video, you can also use it for schoolroom. Also gymnasiums, you have workout equipment, treadmills, that's a great application.
What's happening now, especially with LEED projects or green building, is that they're moving away from auto on into manual on, even though you have a sensor. Because typically a sensor is not designed to turn the lights on automatically. It wasn't meant to be practical. It was meant to turn the lights off if you forget them. But in order to have a true manual on means that every time you walk in the room for the first time, the lights don't come on. You can only do this with a low voltage switch. Because typically a line voltage, if you leave it on, you leave. When you come back, the lights are going to come on automatically, right? So this is why you see all this wire nuts, which is 25 termination points. This board here is the digital lighting management, and it's the same bill of material, but now we use Cat5 patch cords to connect the sensor to the room controller. They can't make a mistake with that. It's just plug and go. The reason I said it had a little bit of intelligence in it is that depending on the devices you connect to it, the system's going to automatically configure itself to maximize energy savings. So when I was saying before that what they're moving towards is more manual on, or do what they call bi-level. So when you walk in the room, only half the lights come on. You want more lighting, you go and get more light. But at least you've got something that comes on. There are there's some studies that have been shown that doing auto on by 50% saves more than doing manual on all of it. Because typically if you walk in an office, you'll just press on all the buttons. But if you only have a portion that comes on, you're okay. And if they do large projects, they even have a handheld commissioning tool where they don't even have to go up the ladder to make the changes. The photocell. This is what you see in the ceiling. That's it. Start doing daylighting or daylight harvesting on the loads. Really simple. This system is the system that is the most simple.